can take me to the river. You can bathe me in the water.
Like about the same time you did.
Do you feel
You
the
can
pain
pray
and the
all
heartache
the
when you
words
go
that
like
you
a
heard
month without
from the
writing
minister.
Does it, like,
but
hurt?
I
I don't know if you get
ain't
kind of like
nobody's
gun
daughter.
shy if you're writing a song and someone's in the room
Yeah,
or in the next room, but I always feel like I can get kind of closed off if I feel like anyone's like eavesdropping on the process, because
Yeah.
it's so vulnerable at that moment where it's you're still piecing it together and you're still, you know, letting all the thoughts coagulate.
You studied opera?
I did.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
It was fun. It was good. It was a couple years of my life.
Do you feel like that's helped you with your music, or has it messed with you at all?
It has.
Because I don't think opera when I listen to your music.
Right. Some people do, and that'll depend on if you've studied it before and you just notice, like, oh, the way she said that vowel, yes. It
Yeah.
was quite operatic. But other than that, one of the reasons I stopped studying it was because I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be singing other people's music for the rest of my life. And what I've noticed of your songs, I appreciate things that are both melodically and layer-wise very particular. Like I like the build in your songs, and I like just kind of like, instead of someone splashing around in the shallow end, it's like you're just like, here comes the flood, and it's like layers and layers and layers of a song.
Arrangements is huge. I can't just... But I think those four people I play with are just brilliant. I would have a hard time if it was just everybody just play the whole time, instead of like really thinking through, okay, like it needs to rise and fall. There's like moments in the song that are delicate, really delicate, and allowing that.
Somebody had a good quote the other day, and it might have been my friend Kyle. I'm not sure,
Kyle
but
plays
yeah,
lap steel.
Kyle plays lap steel. But it was kind of in the vein of, not everyone can be the Mariah Carey of the band. You don't want a band full of Mariah Careys where they're just like, her vocal lines are kind of notorious for like all over the place, runs and trills and etc. And that's cool.
Yeah.
Because, it's her show, and you don't really know anybody who's behind her, or,
Well, that's like really good, because that's something that you do really well with your trio. When you guys sing together, I mean, I've heard you play alone, beautiful, and now as a duo and the trio, and every time it's like, when you guys start singing together, it's like one voice. So, like, your voices sound so good together, I don't even get it.
Like, and that hurts, where somebody is hurt by your art, And I've had that happen with relationships, where someone figures out a song's about them, or, whatever, and it's kind of like, ugh. There's the constant desire to express yourself and get all these things out that you can't say in everyday life. And then there's feeling like, oh, crap, now I've said it. Whether it was in casual conversation or singing it on stage, it's out now. The feeling is out. And I think that's nice for shy people.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's something a lot of people that aren't songwriters don't think about. That, like, or, I mean, just an artist or whatever you create or write, like, you're not, at least I feel like when I write, I'm not, 90% of the time I'm exploring just ideas, not like preaching anything, and I think that can be painful to people who view it as like I'm revealing something about myself